my name is Angelica. I was told that you were referred to me from your school counselor. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm 18 years old. I'll be graduating from high school this year in May. I'm 6 months pregnant, and I recently got kicked out of my family home by my father because he found out that I was pregnant.
That you're pregnant. Do you know about how far along you are?
I'm about 6 months because I found out when I was about 2 or 3 months pregnant, and the one guy I had sex with, my baby's father, he died 5 months ago.
Oh, okay. So you've been dealing with the loss of your boyfriend then also.
Yes.
Has that brought up any depression?
Yes, I've been feeling really depressed, even though I've felt depressed before, but recently I felt suicidal, but the only reason why I haven't did it is because of my baby.
Right.
And that's the one thing we brought into this world together. I don't want to.
Right, okay, take care of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you were referred by your school counselor, so is that the person that you've been confiding in and the only one that you can really talk to, or who else can you talk to?
Just her, yeah, she's been helping me cope with his death, and so she referred me to you, and that's the only person I've been talking to.
Okay. So currently, are you on any medications?
No, I haven't been to a doctor because I was hiding it for so long, and there was nobody to take me, so I just never went.
Okay, and other than being 6 months pregnant, do you have concerns about any other medical concerns?
No.
That's just being pregnant. Okay. And you're not currently taking any medications?
No.
Do you have any dependency, or were you drinking alcohol before you were pregnant?
I drink alcohol, but not really. The one thing I did a lot was marijuana, but ever since I found out I was pregnant, I stopped.
Okay, that's good. What about your family history? Does your parents have any history of depression or any other addiction history?
Well, my great grandmother and my mom both suffer from depression, and then my father is an alcoholic, and he emotionally abused me and my little brother, who's 16, and he physically abused my mom.
Okay. What about spiritually? Do you regularly attend church or go to Bible study or anything like that for support?
No, my mom's been reading me the Bible since I was like 5, and I believe in God and that there's a God, but I don't really go to church or anything like that.
Okay. And as of now, you're in high school?
Yeah.
And you're expected to graduate this year?
Yes.
Okay, are you working right now?
Yes. Well, I work at Dillard's, but I haven't been going recently because I don't have a place to stay or like wash my clothes or anything like that. And I've just been staying in my car, so I called in to get a couple weeks off.
Okay. Do you have any pending legal matters, any trouble with the law before or currently?
No.
Okay. And so you're single. Your boyfriend, how long did you know him?
I knew him since we were in 4th grade. He was always my best friend, the one person that I could always confide in. And then once we got to high school, that's when we got together, and we were together until his passing.
How did he pass away?
He got in a car crash.
Okay. All right. So the client appears to be casually dressed, neatly groomed, and cooperative. She is calm, however, seems that she's been crying. Her eyes are puffy and red. Her affect is appropriate to conversation. Her mood is depressed. Her speech is soft. Her thoughts flow logically and are organized with no loose associations or thought blocking. There is no evidence of hallucinations or delusions. She is oriented to time, place, and person. She does place devaluation on herself, however, places much value on her and concern in her pregnancy. In summary, Lauren Hodge is a self-referred and also by her counselor, 18-year-old single black female seeking treatment for her depression and her pregnancy that she needs to be referred to OBGYN for. It is likely that her depression is hereditary, has a hereditary component with possible contributing factors related to the relationship issues and the recent death of the father of her child. For short-term goals, I would refer her to an OBGYN and provide Lauren with doctors located here in San Angelo. The client is approximately 5 to 6 months pregnant, and she would be requiring prenatal care. Develop plan in case of a family violence and provide Lauren with contact number and directions to the New Bridge Family Shelter, and possibly escort her there and show her how to get registered. I would refer her and her family to a counselor or a mediator for the purposes of bringing light to the issue of her secretive pregnancy, and also to address the depression and help Lauren cope with the death of her boyfriend. A group setting would help Lauren in socializing with others that may be facing similar mourning situations. I would also refer Lauren to a Lamaze class and to the WIC department to familiarize herself with resources available to her baby. The client I would try to get the client to agree to regular and scheduled visits to an OBGYN for prenatal care, and develop a treatment plan during our next session. Okay. Do you want to go for yours?
Yeah. Did the same recording?
Yeah. We'll just stick it all together so we don't have to like.
Okay. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
My name is Tashiana, and I see that you were referred by your PCP.
Mm-hmm.
Can you start by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm 28. I've been married to my husband for 2 years. And I was referred by my primary care doctor because of depression and anxiety. And I recently got in trouble with my drinking and not being able to handle that part. And it's causing problems with my husband and my marriage.
Okay. I'm sorry about your miscarriages. How many have you had so far?
We've had 4 miscarriages.
4 miscarriages. Has your OBGYN or anybody, have you been to them to see why you're having miscarriages?
We usually go in the beginning of the pregnancies and then we have the miscarriages, but as of testing and finding out why, we really haven't done any of that. We kind of get frustrated with not being able to carry, so that turns into us getting mad at each other, so we kind of just drop it. So we don't use protection, so if we get married or if we get pregnant, then it happens, but we don't do anything to prevent it. But it hasn't happened so far.
Okay. So do you have a job right now?
No, I was recently fired from my job. I worked at Petco. I had an altercation with a customer, so I was let go from there.
So do you take any medications for your depression?
I do take a medication I wrote it down on my information, but it's for my depression. I can't remember what it's called. And then take another one for anxiety, because sometimes my moods are very up and down, and it's hard for me to get through the days sometimes. Today's a pretty good day though.
Okay. And are you taking these medications regularly, like you're staying on top of your...
No, I don't really take them regularly because I'm not sure which one it is that it was making me gain weight, and so I take it sometimes and sometimes I don't take it. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but it's just one of the side effects I didn't want to cause me to gain weight. So.
And can you tell me a little bit about your family? Does anybody else suffer from depression or drinking?
My mother suffered with depression most of her life. She committed suicide when I was 8 years old. And my father is an alcoholic. but he has been clean and sober for 20 years, and he attends his regular AA meetings. But when my mother passed, he was a big support for me, and he stepped up and he took care of me when I was younger. To this day, he's a good support for me, and he's always there for me.
And your husband, is he a good support system for you right now?
He is. He's very patient with me. I know that the drinking is causing problems between me and him, and that's part of why I'm here, not fighting to talk to you, but I'm willing to do something to help my marriage. So
Okay. And are you religious or spiritual?
I don't go to church. I'm more spiritual. I've found that meditation helps me sometimes. Right now I haven't really been able to focus on that just because I'm all over the place right now. But in the past that's helped me.
Meditation. And how long have you and your husband been together?
We've been together 2 years.
2 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And have you always used drinking as your coping mechanism, or?
The drinking is recent, so no, not really. That's a recent thing, but it is getting out of hand. I got in trouble. I was found at the Walmart parking lot because I drank too much, and I tried to go back and get some more wine, and I passed out in the parking lot, and so that's kind of what sparked everything, was my drinking, passing out.
So do you have any legal problems?
I got a DWI recently, and that has added some stress to my marriage. So yeah, the DWI and the drinking, and it all kind of piles up, and it's causing problems for us.
Oh, okay. The client is a 29-year-old white lady. She was well dressed and seemed well today. She said it was a good day for her. She has depression and anxiety. She has been diagnosed. I think I will refer her to OBGYN to get tested to see if there's any treatment that we can do to help her not have any more miscarriages. I would see if she would be willing to go to AA meetings with her dad or alone. And I would see if her and her husband would like to attend couple counseling.